Brakathia Hawa, Brakathia Shai, Brakathia Hawa, Brakathia Shai, Brakathia Hawa, Brakathia Hawa Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman. This week's topic is going to be entitled, Why We Give Double Honors to Our Apostles and Elders Through the Spirit. And what inspired me to do this lesson was you had a reprobate camp out there that was once upon amongst us. I'll name names. The guys call themselves the New Covenant. One amongst themselves made a so-called prophecy that the Apostle Elder Tahal would pass away in 40 days. Now he called himself recently uploading a video trying to repent from that he did. And at one point or another, these guys were giving double honors to our apostles and elders, and now they're saying that, they're demons and just constantly slandering. And I think what I want to do is I want to do a lesson as to why that tradition, why that word, what does that word double honor stem from? And I think if I could shed a bit of understanding, then brothers will see how much more when you say this thing, you have to truly mean what you say, because there's a meaning behind that. There's a custom amongst us, the Jews, the real Jews, of why we say double honors, right? Now, this is the book of First Timothy, chapter 5, verse 17. It says, "Let the elders that rule well," and our elders are doing a good job. The apostles, the elders, they're doing a good job ruling. They lead by example. They watch our videos. They're on point through the Spirit, man. And the scriptures tell you the righteous is diligent to know the state of thy flock. So the apostles and elders keep account of all of us, which is not an easy task. It's a very daunting task. But a lot of people want to seek a higher position and don't understand that this is, managing people is not easy, especially a large number of men, right? And it's not for everyone. It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor. Not just honor, but double honor. So we're gonna go into where that stemmed from, to the Spirit, and how it links up with this ministry. It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. And that's what our apostles and elders, they do. Constantly laboring, all right? They brought forth fruit, and the elders have done so, and the fruit has continued to grow. Brothers, watch our videos, and by the way, when we say double honors to the apostles and elders, this is your first time coming across one of my videos. The image above, that's my apostles that I'm talking about, and elders, all right? Apostle Elder Tahar, Apostle Elder Rakar, Apostle Elder Gabar, from left to right. Now, double honors, okay? What is that alluding back to? Now, I'm going to go into the law. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 15. It says, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, so let's say a man has two wives, he knocked up both of them, but he put seed first in the woman that he hated, right? He says, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he has, so he's on his deathbed, right? He's about to, give his inheritance out, that he may not make the son of the beloved the firstborn before the son of the hated. So even though you love this wife, the one you love, that but the one that you hated, you put the seed in her first, right? Guess what? In the law, it says, you cannot put your inheritance to the woman that you love first. You have to give it to whoever is the firstborn, right? No matter what woman you have it with, the firstborn son gets that birthright before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated. So if this bitch was a demon to you or whatever, it doesn't matter. She had your firstborn child. For the firstborn, by giving him a double portion. I read it again, and I'm you brothers are astute, so you could already tell where I'm going with this. It says, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath. For he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. So a firstborn child is to get a double portion of inheritance. And our apostles and our elders are the firstborn of this current ministry that we're in. This is why they also give double honors to their elders, which were amongst the firstborn of their ministry. So when we give a double honors, this is going back to our customs of a double portion to the firstborn. And the firstborn of this current ministry that we in is the apostles and the elders you see above. That's how come we say double honors, may a double portion, may a double blessing be upon them, because they have the firstborn right to this thing that we in. Okay? Now let's go here. First Thessalonians 5:12, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly, in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. So this is how come every now and again, me personally, I always put together videos and lessons, and you can always. This thing about this truth is, you every time you redo a topic, you always could pull back a layer to the onion. Because I've done lessons bigging up my apostles and elders before, but it's now Spirit showed, okay, that term double honors, what does it really go back to? Where is it stemming from when the apostles are speaking about this? Guess what? It's going back into the law. All right, they're the firstborn of this ministry. May a double portion, a double blessing be bestowed upon them. Okay, and to the firstborns of because when they came in under their apostles and elders, guess what? High priest Yaquab, High priest Ariah, Elder Albert Bivens, amongst the firstborn of that ministry. Okay, now I'm not saying that we are completely, different, but I'm just saying the things that we learned in the ministry of Great Millstone was not taught in the previous ministry. Certain things, all right, certain different revelations come through in the the ministry of Great Millstone that was not in the ministry of One West. A prime example, one of our cornerstones is, one of the stones that we have is that Cornelius is an Israelite. You see, so different ministries the Lord has put forth information that aligns with the scriptures. Now, please, you wacky, tacky, crazy niggas that depart from us, please don't think that y'all in the same boat as the apostles and elders, man. They'll see we broke off from them. Now we're the next elder. Nah, nigga, like, no. Okay? No. If it's not in line with the scriptures, then the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. All right? And you assholes out there praying for apostles to pass away so you could gloat and nigga, what's that edifying? I don't even know what that. Satan is having a field day with you guys, but I'm not gonna even waste my breath anymore on that topic. I want this to be an edifying lesson, all right, to the brothers that are in tune, all right, and that sincerely believe that when we say double honors to our apostles and elders, we have to understand the magnitude that, look, man, this thing that we are part of, the Lord put the Spirit on them first to build this ministry, and it's grown globally. So that's not a light thing, okay? If they went out there on the highways and byways through the Spirit of the Lord in 2007, it was really when that stock shot up. We'd have been niggas in the world, committing all manners of sin, ignorantly, all right? I remember committing sin while having the Bible in my back pocket, because I didn't know any damn better. So, made that double portion, all right? Go to the firstborns, our apostles and elders of this ministry, man. Hebrews 15:12. What am I? Hebrews 15:12. Sorry. 1 Thessalonians 5:12. It says, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you. Right. Salakia. And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. Yeah, and the work speaks for itself. Videos constantly being uploaded, all right, going live. The apostles, elders, they do videos like they just came in the truth. It's a thing to marvel at. You gotta acknowledge the fact that what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is working with these men. All right, because if you're laboring in this thing, there's times your brain you're like a brain fart. Like shit, what a lesson I'm gonna do right now, So for them to constantly boom boom keep flooding this thing, hey man, you have to have a heavy portion of the spirit working with you, man. And I believe it's evident. And I'm sure you brothers that are following this thing in sincerity also believe it's evident, right? To the gainsayers, let them gainsay. All right, the scriptures prophesy that you're gonna have these sorts of look, man. In the past, you had niggas that took oaths not to eat it till the Apostle Paul died. So fast forward in 2020, there's nothing new under the sun. You're gonna have all sorts of men want to see this thing come to naught. But guess what? This thing is not of men. This thing is of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, that's in the book of Acts, the 5th chapter. Okay, if it's of men, it won't be. But if it's of the Lord, it's of the Lord. Nothing can break it apart. Nothing can stop it. All right, because really we just pushing the work of the Lord. It's not to magnify us as men or apostles as men, like to magnify us over the Lord. Hell no, that's never the case. Just saying, according to the scriptures, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to have chosen vessels, men, to teach His word. All right, when you align that with the scriptures and who's doing that in the spirit, gotta acknowledge that the apostles and elders are doing that. They've been doing it for a long time. The firstborn of this ministry, hence the double honors, man. All right, so Hebrews 13:7 says, "Remember them which have the rule over you." So keep that in mind. Those that have rule over you, remember them, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High. And that's what a lot of guys don't do, man. Get out of here, they talk shit, and they forget who taught them. How you do that? Just completely disregard those that taught you the truth. A lot of the stuff, the breakdowns and understanding, just completely disregard them and be a nigga. Nah, man, the scriptures are telling you, remember them which have the rule over you. Submit yourself also to them. All right, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation. See, so, you have to, now we know the origin of where this stems from. Now we know that we've been know that we should acknowledge those that have the rule over us, right? And to what, no matter what, always acknowledge that. Always acknowledge that. And guess what? The apostles and elders follow the scripture. All right? Because they always still give credit to the men that taught them. Even if some of those men, kind of did some, some things that weren't out there, like it wasn't in line with the scriptures. I'll give you an example. High Priest Ariah situation with Comfy. I never heard the apostles and elders talk bad about High Priest Ariah. They pray that the man come out of that, through prophecy, Lord willing, comes out of that. But you're not going to hear them badmouth him. Why? Because that takes character. All right? You have to have character, dignity, and really go back to these scriptures. Always put the scriptures back to your mind. You wouldn't do such a thing. All right, brother. So quick little edification onto why we say double honors. We know that we should, but a quick little root origin of where that term stemmed from. With that, I'm going to give all praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I'd like to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.